Hey, Coyote Nation, happy Tuesday to you. I hope you had a wonderful Monday. We had KC from KC and the Roundman show with us yesterday, and today we've got the Roundman himself from the KC and the Roundman show. And who is this beautiful lady you brought with you today?
This is my wife, Tabby.
Wow.
Good morning.
So this is the lady that's responsible for buying you all of those incredible Cardinal things you have, right?
Yeah, that's right. She makes sure that I'm stocked.
You are. And I see you're decked out in more Cardinals gear here today, right?
This is my Stan Musial shirt.
Stan the Man Musial,
Yeah.
all right, yeah. And the hat, what's the hat you got going
I
on?
don't know. Just a Cardinal. It's a black on black Cardinal hat.
Just one of the many Cardinal hats.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything. It's just the first one on the rack.
All right, okay, so you've got to be feeling pretty good today. The Cardinals won last night over the Brewers. They're alone in first place by a half game over the Cubs. And there's, about five and a half weeks of the regular season to go.
Yeah, but they're a tough 5.5 weeks.
Yes, they are.
A lot of games with Milwaukee and
the Cubs.
Chicago.
Yeah.
And Cincinnati, I'm telling you, they got a good team.
Yeah.
So it's going to be tough.
We were lucky to come out of Cincinnati over the weekend with a split last
Yeah, we
weekend.
really
So,
were. Their offense is
they've got some
really good.
And I was just looking at the schedule today. 7 of the last 10 games for the Cards are against the Cubs. 4 of those games are at Wrigley, and then the last 3 of the regular season are in St. Louis. So it's probably going to come down to those 7 games.
I love it.
I'm guessing.
I
absolutely.
love it. That's like the preseason to the postseason.
Yeah, and that schedule, that, like you said, the last 5 weeks is not going to be easy because you've got teams like the Rockies in there, the Nationals in there, teams that are really good this year and fighting for a wild card, playoff spots.
Right.
So
Right.
if the Cards are going to make the playoffs, they're going to have to earn it.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting.
They've had to earn it all year long. I don't understand why the Cards have taken so much trouble from people this year. I mean, all you hear about is, boy, I wish the Cardinals were playing better. I wish they were playing better. They're in first place. First place.
That's right. Well, and just in case people were wondering, your beautiful wife, Tabby, she's also a Cardinals fan, right?
Oh, big time.
I
Indeed.
see you're wearing your St. Louis shirt there.
Oh, yes.
Right.
Oh, yes.
Okay, now, is there a story behind that shirt, or is
No.
that just one of many?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
indeed.
So she came up to me in the hallways of the Coyote here a while back, and she was talking like slang, Cardinal slang, and I'm like, I didn't understand a word she was saying, but you understood because you've been in Cardinal Nation for so long. You said, well, he's not going to understand that, and then you put it into regular English for me, right? So
Well, I think that everybody that's a fan of a team has that.
yeah, you do, because you know all the ins and outs and over the years and all that stuff. So how did you become such a huge Cardinals fan?
Well, my dad was a Cardinal fan.
Yeah.
And he gave me a choice when I was very young.
To be a Cardinal fan or
I could
die?
either be a Cardinal fan or be put in a burlap bag with a rock and thrown in the Mississippi River.
Right. Okay.
So he gave me a choice,
Yeah.
and I thought about it for a second and decided to be a Cardinal fan.
Decided to be alive. Okay.
Yeah.
How about Tabby? How did you become a Cardinal fan?
I just had the opportunity to
Yeah.
start watching, and something I hadn't done before, and so, yeah, it just stuck. Can't help it now.
It's kind of the way it happens. I think it's for me, the teams that you cover the most, you kind of you get closer to.
You bond with them.
Yeah, you do bond with them, and you
Absolutely.
start pulling for them and things like that. So for us in Coyote Nation and the Renegade Radio Sports Updates, at about 35 past the hour, from 6:35 in the morning to 6:35 in the evening, we cover the Cardinals pretty strongly, and the Royals, even though the Royals not having the best of years this year, but I think they could be good in the future.
Oh, absolutely. They've got a good team.
Yeah. And I know you guys have a lot of friends from Kansas City, too.
We do.
So,
Yeah.
and they're suffering through a tough Royals year. So,
Well, they're used to it.
yeah. Spoken like a Cardinals fan, right? Absolutely. And the football season is coming. We talked a little bit on your show, the KC and the Roundman show yesterday. We're just a week away from high school football and college football. That all starts up next week.
Yeah, I heard an interview on one of your reports this morning
Yeah.
about I forget which school it was, but you were talking to a coach or an
Waynesville.
athletic director. Was that what it was?
Yeah. Waynesville and Camdenton open the season against each other, so that'll be an interesting game. And of course, Lebanon and Rolla and Eldon, Osage, they all open the season next week. So we'll be on top of all that. We'll let you know who people are playing and who wins and who loses in the Renegade Radio Sports Updates. And Mizzou opens its season next week. So does MSU.
Could be an interesting season in Mizzou this year.
Yeah, it could be. It really could. Because they're on probation.
Yeah.
But they got a really good transfer quarterback
They
from
did.
Clemson. So that'll be interesting. And, of course, the Chiefs, who are one of the favorites to win the Super Bowl this year.
Right.
And you've been sending Jason Stapleton, who is our Kansas City Chiefs super fan,
He sent him.
to training camp. That was pretty cool. I mean, getting he's just such a fan behind the scenes. You get a unique view. You don't get some stuffed shirt like me.
Oh, yeah.
Giving X's and O's. You get the super fan giving you.
It is kind of fun to get the fans' perspective.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like being there yourself. And he's going again this Saturday.
Yeah, going to the game.
Yeah, the preseason game.
Against the 49ers this Saturday.
Yeah.
And the regular season starts on September 8th. I think that's that Sunday in September that they start. And the Chiefs will play 3 of their first 4 on the road.
All sponsored by our friends at Econo Lift.
That's right.
All the way through the season.
Wow. How
Yeah.
about that? Those folks at Econo Lift,
Oh,
they're just greatness,
and
aren't
they're
they?
rabid Chiefs fans. They love the Chiefs. So
Well, they'd be loving all that video Jason has been sending from training camp and from the preseason games. Now, if you have not followed us on Facebook, you have to do that. If you're a Chiefs fan, or if your friends are Chiefs fan, just follow us, because all of these videos that Jason is sending up from the locker room and from down on the field and all that stuff. He's standing 2 feet in front of the players as they're talking. So you'll get to see all of that right after the games and all that good stuff. So just follow us on Facebook, and you can like and share and all that stuff. I hear you're really, really big on Facebook.
me?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know where you heard that. That's just not right.
How about you, Tabby? Are you big on Facebook?
I wouldn't say big.
Yeah.
I would say
you know.
she's big.
Is she?
Yes,
No.
she's on it every morning.
I get drug in.
Yeah. Well, that'll do it. You
Kids, grandkids.
You open it up, there it is, right there. It's like yesterday, it was back to school for everybody. So I just turned on Facebook and I'm watching everybody's kids go back to school.
Oh, yes.
Yes. So except for KC, he refused to do that.
Right.
Yeah. So, and I applaud him for that. That's greatness. So, along with your wonderful clothing here from the Cardinals, you have brought another piece of memorabilia from your incredible collection. And what is this that we've got going here?
Well, we were at an auction. We were at an event in Kansas City, actually, and most of the things that were for auction, silent auction, was Kansas City and Kansas City Royals and Chiefs and so on and so forth. But my lovely wife saw that, and I don't know if we can get this in here or not, but she found this. Now, you may or may not recognize that picture because he's not in uniform, but that's the one and only and the famous Bob Gibson.
The one and only Bob Gibson.
Yeah, and arguably best pitcher ever in baseball.
Yeah.
Set it right over there. And Bob's 84, or will be in November.
Yeah.
And he has pancreatic cancer. And so prayers. We could use some prayers right now.
Indeed.
Because that's a hard fight. And if anybody can fight it and beat it, it'd be Bob Gibson. But
He's a tough one.
he is, but he's 84.
Yeah.
And, the body gives out. But anyway, think about Bob in your prayers. We'd really appreciate that.
Yeah. And that just came on this year, right? Because
Yes, in July.
I saw Bob as all a part of the opening day festivities.
Right.
And he was healthy and
Yeah.
fine and everything. And then we heard, what was it, about a month ago or so, something like that.
July 14th.
He'd been fighting this this cancer in Omaha. Omaha's his home back there.
Right.
So, yeah, a lot of prayers go out to him.
A lot of people didn't know that Bob Gibson played for the Globetrotters.
I didn't know that he played for the Globetrotters.
Well, when he's first starting out, he had 2 contracts, He had a contract with the Cardinals and a contract with the Globetrotters.
Wow.
And he decided to play baseball.
Now there's a talented dude right
yeah,
there.
oh yeah.
Huh?
You should have seen him hit.
Oh my God. He could hit too?
Oh man,
Wow.
he could really hit.
Wow. You know, it's interesting because a couple of greats, Pete Rose and Goose Gossage, have come out saying they're disgusted by baseball today. It's either home run or strikeout, and and they're both saying it's not good for the game. What do you think as a huge baseball fan? Do you like that? Do you not like that? What do you think?
I think baseball has its ebbs and flows. I think that right now that seems to be the thing that everybody's wanting. But to me, baseball's baseball. The basic game's the same. Last night the Cardinals won with small ball. It was fun to watch, hit and runs and things like that. It was awesome. And I just think I love baseball. It doesn't matter to me.
It does. It goes through its ebbs and flows and different things like that.
It does.
So yeah, I mean, baseball's baseball. It'll eventually. Last night was cool though, seeing the small ball back. 2 runs scored by hit and runs. That was greatness.
Yeah,
so,
it was
a lot of fun. So what's going on the Casey and the Roundman show?
still craziness.
Yeah.
Absolute craziness.
Yeah.
The secret sound every day gets weirder and weirder. New callers all the time.
I know. I'm in my office trying to work, and I hear the bells rattling and
Yeah.
all that stuff because you get in I don't know. There's 3 or 4 new callers almost every day. It seems like.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That is greatness. And as a harbinger of the changing of seasons, I guess, I think this is your last week. You're remote at Shady Gators.
I have
isn't
2
it?
more. I have
2
this
more.
week and the next week.
Okay, good.
Mhm.
So we've got to get out there and join you.
Yeah, you really do.
Got to get out there.
Better hurry.
I know.
Okay.
It's
It's a great
almost
place.
over. It's crazy.
We have such a good time out there on Thursday
Yes.
nights.
Now, can Coyote Nation come join you?
Oh yeah, they have.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Hey, there
Yeah.
you go. That's your invitation to come join the Roundman at Shady Gators Thursday nights. Just 2 more weeks to go, right?
Right.
Okay. So, and then Crystal and the Bear rocking it in the morning.
Oh man, aren't they good?
They're doing a great job. Just amazing.
Listen to them
job.
this morning about when you got your first kiss and when you drove your first car and all that kind of stuff. It makes no matter how old you are, you think back to those times and try to remember all those things.
Yeah.
They come up with the coolest things to talk about that are non-generational.
Yeah.
And it's just a great show.
So, did you think back and remember when you had your first kiss?
I did.
How about you?
No.
How old were you when you got or gave your first kiss?
Well, I have family that may be watching. 13.
Okay. 13? Wow. I guess I was an early starter. I was 5.
5.
Wow.
Oh.
We'll talk about that later. Okay?
Yeah, I guess so. All right. So, and of course, Jamie Turner middays. You got to join Jamie. So it's Crystal and the Bear in the morning, 6 to 10. Jamie Turner middays. You can't miss Casey and the Roundman, 3 to 6 in the afternoon. Best show in the Ozarks by far. Every year they win like the best show at the lake. So
Well, we're blessed.
And yeah, absolutely. And then of course Jason Stapleton, who is going to be joining us here on the Coyote Deck tomorrow, is covering the Chiefs.
What about
for
your
us.
sports reports,
Oh, yeah.
buddy?
Yeah, that's right. You don't want to miss those Renegade Radio Sports updates. Right around 35 past the hour, 6:35 in the morning to 6:35 in the evening. We have a great time, don't we?
We do.
I mean, how blessed are we that we get to play every day
And we actually like each other.
and we do really like each other. Yeah, it is an incredible blessing. All right, so thank you, sir. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tabby.
Thanks
You
for
should
having
come back
us.
every week. I mean,
Well,
look at how
I'm trying
good
to get
she
back
makes
a
us
little
look.
She makes us look better.
It really does. Yeah.
I'll work on that.
Goodness gracious. Okay, so Jason's with us here on the Coyote Deck tomorrow. Until then, God bless you.